Happy Friday, YouTube. Pixar Prime 10 here, and welcome back to yet another Hess toy truck review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the 1995 toy truck and helicopter. A really, really cool piece. Here we have the box with actually not the classic Starry Night background. Well, we kind of have that, but we don't have the usual Hess station box art, which I guess, if you want to be technical, the 1996 fire truck was the first one to have it, because this one doesn't and the next one does. Kind of weird, but you know, this is what we had before. Really similar though, we're just missing the gas station. You can see we have mountains in the background with the Starry Night and of course the Christmas trees here lit up. The truck and the helicopter on its bed right there. Flip it around the top, you can see we have the Hess logo, and in the really cool font, toy truck and helicopter. You can see the helicopter flying over to the truck, just waiting in this snow-filled area. You can see its features listed about the bottom here. On the bottom of the box here, you can see Fig 1, Fig 2, showing you how to use the ramp and how to install batteries, battery installation, and the ramp operation. Don't really know why you need really expansive explanation for that, but really close in, like, you can see the back of the box, and I don't like when I have to pull away like this, but you can see it says Hess 1995 with the back of the truck and the back of the helicopter, and then in the front here, you have the front of the truck with, you can see the helicopter popping up there. But that's gonna wrap it up for the box, so let's get this super cool looking truck and helicopter duo out here for us to all enjoy. Alright, here we have the truck helicopter duo out in front of me, and looking cool. Definitely a cool piece. We've seen this, we saw this truck a bunch of times before and after. This tractor trailer, it's cool, it's a cool design, but we've seen it before, so this is kind of just generic for me. The real winner of this set is the helicopter, which we're actually going to look at first. So, move this guy aside for now. We will take a look at this awesome looking helicopter. So as you can see, here we have the helicopter, really cool, kind of like a news copter. It's not really that outdated as a lot of trucks, vehicles, and just the trucks themselves are. This actually looks like something you totally still see flying around today. It's a little bit dirty, which is weird. I don't know, the seller must have done something weird to it, but totally cool. You can move the rotor on your own, and this one's kind of in case, so you can't get to it. White and green color scheme. It's a little bit yellowed, but it's not too bad. You got the green stripe here with the Hess gasoline, the Hess logo there. On the bottom, you actually have a thing going down that says Hess 1995, which is super cool. On the legs here, it actually does have wheels, so it rolls really nicely, which is totally cool. Same stuff on the other side with a couple of screws. You have some light-up sirens on top there, and of course the cockpit here with a rotating searchlight, which is absolutely cool. Flip it around the bottom here, you have two lights, or two switches. You have lights and rotor. All right, guys, so I was just planning on turning on this switch and showing you the lights and the rotors, and I, totally plan on showcasing that as usual, but I didn't know that I've actually never opened this thing before. I don't remember if it worked when I got it. I got it a few years ago, but the seller made a huge mistake. Guys, if you ever put toys into storage or in boxes or in bins or planning on selling them, please take the batteries out first. I just took the battery, I just opened this up because I thought the battery was dead, and that's why it wasn't working. There's no battery in here now, but this thing is so corroded. If you don't know what that means, basically it's when a battery explodes and destroys your toy. It must have been sitting there for so long, because it was the worst case of corrosion I've ever seen on a toy. It's happened to me so many times, but the battery was it was open, and the acid was everywhere, and the spring is completely rusted, and I don't think this thing will ever see life again. There's methods on how to replace the spring and clean it up in there. I'm going to try and do that so I can get this thing to work, but as for the time being, it's dead, and it makes me really upset because the seller made a big mistake in leaving the battery in there. So guys, please, please, please go to anything important that you want or ever want to sell and take the batteries out, especially if they're old. But what would usually happen is, you can see here, this is lights and rotor, so if I turn it one this way, the lights would light up, and I would imagine that means the Hess logo is here, and the spotlight right there, and the rotor would start spinning, as well as that one in there. And on the back here, you just have the lights, so just the lights would be on without the rotor. And this, of course, would be the, what I call play button. So if you would just hold this down, the rotors would spin, and then when you let go, they would stop, hold it, they would start going again. It would just basically be, you could control when the rotors would go on and off. So I'm super bummed that this doesn't work. I really wish I could showcase it for you. And when I turned on the switch, I was like, before I opened it up, I'm like, Oh yeah, that's right, this doesn't work. Let me go replace the batteries, and it was really bad. I had to go throw the battery away outside because the smell was, oh god, the smell was terrible. But yeah, there you go. That's the helicopter, a super cool piece that has super cool features. Unfortunately, I just can't show them to you. But yeah, still an absolutely awesome little thing. Alrighty, now here we have the actual truck that holds the helicopter out in front of us. Now, obviously, the trailer is going to be a bit different because it's got to hold the helicopter, but this truck style, we've kind of seen this a bunch of times before with the racers and, I don't know, other things. But nonetheless, it's an absolutely cool-looking truck that I love. You have really nice, some square headlights up here, the Hess logo there. One thing that this kind of reminds me of is the 1990 tanker. It just looks very similar to it. Of course, you have chrome everywhere. You have the chrome grille and bumper, the hubcaps on all the wheels, the chrome gas tank, some chrome mirrors there. I really don't know what that is. I'm not too savvy when it comes to trucks. But you got a chrome steering wheel in there with some nice seated detail, which is really cool. Of course, you got Hess logos everywhere. You got one there, one there. You got the word Hess right there on top. Hess gasoline. And on the back here, you have a big H where the helicopter lands, which is really cool. I guess it's a play, or it's not, because obviously where helicopters land, they're called helipads, and all of them have a big H on it, so helicopters know to land there. So this is kind of both. It's a Hess logo, but it's also a helipad logo. So you have a Hess logo on the back there. That's probably my favorite one on the whole truck. And on the back here, you have, well, you can see that, the Hess 1995 bumper. You got a chrome bumper back here, some chrome lining that goes above the wheels, really cool. On the bottom here, you have the battery compartment, which is, it's empty. We'll get some in those, we'll get some batteries in there soon. You have the light on and off switch there. And yeah, that's basically it for the truck. Like I said, it's a bit yellowed, so that's a bit of a shame. But it's really not too bad. Of course, this is an 18-wheeler truck. You got 16 tires, but only, you got like 10 wheels. I don't know. I'm not good at math at all. I'm really not. One thing that I totally like is the green stripe going across the back here. This is using the green and white color scheme, but it's more white than anything with just green details in there, which is okay. You got a plastic green wheel arch right there. It really is a great looking truck. I really do like the look of it, but like I've said, we've seen it before, and there's nothing special about it. What I was talking about the back here, we'll get to this. Obviously, you can see you can't really see it. You got 4 little grooves there, so if you were to take your little helicopter friend, he does fit perfectly, and he's gonna move around, but you can really kind of move it. And that guy's not going anywhere, which is pretty cool. You got the ramp here, which you just grab it by right here, and you pull that out, and you do that, and I guess a helicopter would need a ramp, but A, it's kind of weird because his fin hits the floor before he even, like, gets up. So I guess if it's, like, driving, this would kind of just be good not to waste fuel and to fly it onto the bed. But, I don't know, that's just kind of weird to me. But I do like, nonetheless, how there is a ramp. And I'm sure those things actually exist, and I'm just being stupid. But we'll get that guy out of the way. And now we will do... This guy is actually, it's pretty simple. He doesn't have any flashers, and he doesn't have any sounds, which is, I never really got why they couldn't put sounds on these trucks. They put them on, like, the big bulky ones, like 1993, 4, and 6. But we're going to come under here, and we are going to turn on the switch, and you do that, and you get some beautiful lights. Luckily, this guy was fine. He didn't actually have batteries in him, unlike this poor soul right here. But you can see some really nice lights. You got the headlights there, the Hess logo, these turn signal lights here, and the stuff on the bumper. You have some nice orange lights lighting up there. I'm sure, yeah, that Hess logo is lighting up. The gasoline logo doesn't light up, which they always light up Hess, but they always leave out poor gasoline. I think we'll be able to see exactly what's lighting up later, but we got the Hess logo there and there. And of course, you got the tail lights lighting up with the bumper. So, the lights are really no fun until we can actually see them, so let's do so now. You can't see anything except for the truck, because the truck's lights are on, and now you can actually see what's exactly is going on here. So you got the really nice embossed Hess logo right there with the headlights lighting up, the orange lights in the front here, the orange lights there. This is looking a little more red than it really is, but you got the Hess logo up there, here, and of course the one on the back there, which is still my favorite one, really nice. Hess logo on the door. The inside is actually lit up a little bit as a result of this up here, so you can actually see inside there a little bit. You have some red lights going across the trailer here. The Hess logo here does light up. I think that's an attempt to get the Hess logo to light up. I don't think that's bleeding in from any other lights. And then on the back here, you have the Hess 1995 bumper with the red lights there. So, really cool. I really do like this. It's not overly crazy, and this is actually just a really nice looking light scheme. It would be nice if it was a little bit brighter. These are brand new batteries because you guys didn't see me put them in, but I did put in brand new batteries, and it was back in the day, so they weren't as bright as they might be, but still pretty cool. I really like it. I totally wish I could have this, guys. You can only see the silhouette of the helicopter. I really wish I could have the lights on so that you could see the helicopter with the lights on in the dark, but unfortunately, the battery compartment is destroyed. So I do want to apologize to you guys for not being able to show that off. But yeah, super cool lights on this guy, and I really like the way they look. Okay, guys, so there you go. That was the truck with all of the lights turned off, with the truck's lights on. Again, I do apologize for not being able to show you the helicopter's lights. Unfortunately, like I said, the battery compartment is completely rotted away, and I will try and fix that one day, but as for right now, I won't be able to show that to you. But there you go. So there's nothing really more that I can say about this truck. I really do enjoy it. I really do like the look of it. The helicopter is such a nice addition to have on the back here. It kind of just mixes things up a little bit in terms of the smaller vehicles that we get. And even though we have seen this truck before, the back is a little bit different and it's not too repetitive, so I totally appreciate it. I don't think it's one that you need to add to your collection right away. I don't think it's one of the essentials if you're a Hess collector, but I totally enjoy it. So that's about going to wrap it up, guys. So I would like to remind you that you can go ahead and follow me over on Twitter for updates and sneak previews at upcoming videos, and you can also go ahead and follow me on Tumblr. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching, and have yourselves a great day.